Lydia Grote not playing today. She is out with an undisclosed injury, is expected back soon. In her place is the defensive specialist Kate Thibault. And for Northwestern, production out of their middles, and Kennedy Hill and Sophia Summers being very efficient with their hitting for the first time. And we are underway. That's served by Lily Wagner from the back row, tipped softly by Hansen. Ryland Reed unloading, great effort by Wooker to keep that point alive. And then Hansen with a blast to start off the score. Hansen having a breakout season, leading this team in kills and kills per set. We saw her situationally last year, her sophomore season. A lot of times out of the back row, she loves getting looks there. Thibault taking all the heat, an opportunity for the Wildcats, and kept up by Thibault. Russo going up the middle, Thibault going all out again. Schaffmaster back sets. And it will be point Minnesota off the slide from Minity.
Minity is what is going to officially score as the kill, but if they could give Kate Thibault kills, they would give her one here because she absolutely dug everything that Northwestern put at her. And here, a beautiful quick slide, much with a very poorly formed block.
And she gets it into play at the line. Awalea with the solo denial. Crowell is rejected.
My goodness, Kennedy Hill with authority. She and Phoebe Awalea across the net from one another. You can see just how dynamic she is. She pushes that Big Ten conference because of her blocking prowess.
Entering tonight, Meredith, 40 blocks in the last 4 matches. I can't even wrap my mind around how good that is. McKenna Wooker is denied herself, and Northwestern with an answer. And making it happen there as Minnesota has set point. Big dig by Thibault. And then Hansen from the back row. Landing in front of Thibault in Northwestern. Her teammate Alexa Russo says she is a ball of energy. We've seen that here in the first set. Wooker taking some heat off. So does Ryland Reed. Schaffmaster read perfectly by Russo, the opposite setter. Wooker with a big rip, and Minnesota comfortably takes set 1 here at Maturi Pavilion, 25-18.
When you're a setter, part of your job is to know what the block on the other side of the net is doing and try and avoid where they're trying to stack up, and she's doing a nice job of that.
Hazan, the lead off the scoring with that whistle. 1-0 Northwestern here to start the second. Crown. Up the middle, Hill. This is the offense that Northwestern wants.
This kind of gapped, almost 3-ball. It puts her kind of between the 2 blockers of Minnesota is what makes it a beautiful block.
Crowell so versatile, called a competitor by her head coach Keegan Cook, and seeing some significant time, especially in the absence of Lydia Grote. Hill fires it down.
That is a really good run by Northwestern. And here, Carter takes her one-on-one on this middle. Again, a little bit of that gap set. Beautiful, but she's very effective.
This is her first time playing in the Big Ten as a transfer from South Florida, was all AAC last season. And Hansen's got an answer right back.
Lines out of both of them. Northwestern are going to be a little bit disappointed here with their defense because Hansen just takes it right inside of that block, right across.
Elise McGee at the service line was able to get Northwestern out of system early in the first set. Hansen unloads.
Now that one, it's a very sharp angle. And you take a look at where this ball lands, it is well in.
If you were averaging 1.2%, you'd be leading the Pac-12 just a couple of seasons ago, and now that number is just not good enough with the way the part of that game has changed.
Absolutely, and Keegan Cook is known as a great serving coach. You heard Tim Nolan talking in the open about him and Coach Cook having these certain things that he's very good at training. Serving is one of them.
Awalea with force up the middle for Minnesota. Hazan hitting .588. still with set point. Hill, the solo block by Minity. Schaffmaster beating Hansen. My gosh, what a blast by Hansen to end that set.
Is going to her. Both blockers left very early. Watch this. Both blockers are going to go straight out, put a block up in front of her. Doesn't matter. Julia Hansen is having a night.
Julia Hansen can torch any. Was this Northwestern team late September 2022? An epic win for this Northwestern program in 5 against the 7th-ranked Gophers.
Giving her hitter every reason to succeed.
Minnesota as a team has just 5 hitting errors on 70 attempts, and you can really credit Schaffmaster for that just as much. Hassan, big rip down the line. Up the middle. It is Summers just that quickly off that serve from Schaffmaster. And it is not an easy one to do, to be that serving specialist, because not just serving, you have to come in and make a play as well. Kelly Engelman getting in on the action as well. Ryland Reed gets it into play. Big rip from Russo, has that sent back. Hill, maybe a little missed time, but she's able to still get it down.
We've talked about them, Northwestern being them, liking to run this gap. We haven't called her name as much, swinging. It was interesting today, Sloan, when we talked to Rousseau, we said, well, when was the last time you were a hitter? And she said, in my 11th year of club.
18 kills for Julia Hansen, a breakout junior season for the Minnesota native, hitting .515 in this match. Looking to Hansen again, and gets it off the block for kill number 19.
Ryland Reed's gonna pass and hit front row.
She goes to Hassan on the other side. Reed going high hands. Reed whipping it over. Awalea has that turned back. Rousseau going back to Reed, and she goes off the block again. Northwestern showing some fire and fight here in set 3. 4 for 4 in this set. Bordebeer looking for Hill, and it's turned back. A point to Minnesota on the block, and they finish off this match in 3 against Northwestern.